Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Smiling Dreadful, and welcome back to some more Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. So, in our last session, we begun Day 6, the final day for main quests. We ran into our old buddy Saz, who actually is in a bit of a disrepair, as his son is in eternal sleep with his soul scattered in different fragments. And along with completing a quests, we are actually working on rebuilding his son's soul, just for the sake of, you know, old times, friends, all that great stuff. You know how it is. Anyway, today, hopefully we'll be completing Day 6. I actually don't have that much to do, as I said in the previous video. As mentioned, there might be also a lot of cutting, seeing as there's going to be a lot of traveling from here to Yusnan and back, and just, I want to end that quickly, or maybe I'll just use my teleports here. I guess it'll depend on how I feel. Now, of course, before we get into this, the garbs that I've decided to choose. For today's special session, I decided to equip the Paladin and the Sacred Knight. Paladin? Oh, okay, if we go into it, Soul of the Holy Knight. Increase its magic resistance by 10%, resistance to status ailments by 20%. And it's also got a Ruined Naga Guard. Which basically, it means if you hold down the guard button for an extended period of time, you will cast Ruined Naga. Pretty simple and explanatory. I think it actually explains it right here. Yeah, Ruined Naga Guard deals magic damage when you guard for a certain length of time. Very handy. As for the Sacred Knight, this has what I like to call the Soul of the Knight, of course, which increases maximum HP by 5% and physical resistance by 10%. A bit more of a tank than the other class, ironically enough. But it's also got the exclusive ability Defensive Strike. Deal physical damage while also protecting against attacks. And the defensive position increases the effectiveness of the guards. Now, what it means by protecting against attacks, I haven't myself discovered, but my guess is every time you attack, damage is reduced. Like combination guard and strike. That's the way I see it. A strike that actually gives you good resistance in a way. And that's all I can think of it. Besides that, nothing too much is different. I've also got the garb changed to blue because, you know, this is the main thing, and I do want to give it a little more variety every now and then. But that's everything that's changed. Nothing too big, nothing too game-breaking. Well, actually it is game-breaking. We got these two things. But nothing that I find, you know, overpowering. It's just regular garbs, and I like to use them whenever I get a chance. And we should be able to take advantage of these in battle soon enough. Now, I think I've rambled on long enough. Why say we get right to where we are? If it loads up. Yeah, you'll also notice that if you've been watching these back-to-back, that I'm not in the same place as I ended off last time. You see, there really isn't that much left back here in the Rocky Crag. All we grab is the Windwalker bracelet, and then we're just head here anyway. So I thought, you know what? Let's just skip it. The introductions. You guys know how to get here. Just climb aboard, hop, glide, whatever it is you do. Pretty simple stuff, and that should be good for you. Now, why we're here is we got a couple quests and a couple side things we're gonna do. First things first here, major importance. Get to talk to Tilda, the vet or doctor. I can't remember which of the two was it.
Aw, looks like you have a cute little admirer. I think she senses you saved her life.
She's not scared of people. Maybe she was a pet.
Yes, that could very well be the case. Usually the ones that live in the wild aren't so friendly.
If she does belong to someone, then...
What is it?
I just remembered a woman that I met, out on the trail near Canopus Farms. She was upset and told me that she had lost her dog.
In other words, this dog might be that dog. You never know. We'll make sure to talk to her before we end the session off. That's for sure.
We still call ourselves a research team, but it doesn't mean much now. By the way, do you mind if I ask you a favor?
Sure, what you need? We have the matchmaker. Oh boy, and let the romance begin. Tilda, the doctor based at the research camp, wants to give Dr. Sheep some ingredients as a present, but she cannot find them herself. She needs 4 Moonsoul Blossoms, 2 rocky crag moles, and 5 strips of green leather. Green leather can be collected from the goblins, which we have triple of what we need. As for the rocky crag mole, we have 3 of those, but we might need those for a taste of the past later on. So that's a thing. But even then, we can't complete the quest because, well, we don't have enough Moonsoul Blooms. You'd think we would get enough considering our daily routine, but no, we're a little short, so that's what we're going to be doing. Once we get back here at night, we'll make sure to grab these if we can. If not, then, oh well. But anyway, let's begin. Now, what is this about a matchmaker? Does somebody have a crush on Dr. Sheep?
What exactly do you want?
I'm sorry to do this to you again, but I need more herbal ingredients. But this time, it's not for a dog.
Someone in the camp is sick?
They're not for me. Dr. Sheep over in Arias has been looking for certain ingredients for years. And I want to help him, if I can.
You know each other?
Not exactly, but I thought it would be a good way to introduce myself.
I get the picture. You've admired him from afar, and you think this will get him to notice you. Go on. Tell me I'm wrong.
No. I mean, you make it sound so underhanded.
If you say so. Short story is, you want to give the doctor a surprise present. Might be fun. I'll help.
You will? Thanks. It's just not something I could do on my own. Here, this is what I'm looking for.
And in case you could not read before, 4 Moonsoul Blossoms, 2 Rocky Crag Moles, and 5 green leather. 2 of the ingredients we have, 1 we do not. Just make that clear for any of you guys that missed out. And thus the quest begins. And another thing, remember this old man, this old geezer who shoved us back earlier? Well, now that we have these all ingredients, we can talk to this man.
If you have some room in your field, I'd like to use a patch.
Do as you will.
Yep, and we got ourselves into our planting area. Can plant 1 of the vegetable seeds here. And if we talk to him again...
So, how long does it take for vegetables to grow in this field?
I'd wager about half a day.
Whether that's true or not, I cannot say for certain, because as I have actually done this as part of a schedule when I get back to the point in time. So, yeah, it's a little underhanded. Alright, well, that's taken care of. We've begun that. Next thing we need to do is go over to our friend Beck at the Canopus Farms. You know, the one with her missing dog. Now, if you don't have the EP for this, I recommend just walking around. It won't kill you, but for the sake of a video, or videos in my case, I won't say this a time, so I just guys teleport to the Wildland Station. Especially since we got 6 of this stuff, and I don't plan on using it at all. Like, I don't think I have a reason to use it, period. If I do, well then, aye. Pretty straightforward. And cut straight to the point. Fortunately, a chocobo is not there anymore, unfortunately. But that does not derail me a bit. Just gotta keep walking down here. And here's Brella. Talk to her with that little thing in mind.
Remember telling me about your family?
I do, but I don't have family anymore. Like I told you, my darling Clove just ran away.
Hang on!
What? Clove? Clove, is that really you? It is! Where have you been? I thought you were dead! I'm so glad you're back safe and sound. I am never ever letting you out of my sight again.
Aww, they're back together. Man, don't you love it when you see a dog and a cat, or whatever the animal maybe you just reunite with its master? It's so touching. It really is, Final Fantasy or not. And now we've connected those two back together once more. We get our main reward. And that's that. And I think if we talk to her again, let's see.
It's some kind of miracle that she came back.
Maybe not.
I'll have to get her to tell me about the adventure she went on while she was gone.
Well, if there's a theory that chocobos can talk, then surely the dogs can, to some degree, right? I mean, we've seen all the videos online. It's possible.
Thank you.
Alright. Next up, like I said before at the beginning of the video, we're going to be heading from here to Luxarion to Yusnan. So, I'm going to get myself a ticket.
Be careful not to stray from the main trail. Don't forget to buy a ticket.
And I'm just going to cut back to when we arrive in Yusnan. So, I will see you guys then. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Yusnan, the City of Dreams, as they quote-unquote call it. So bright, so beautiful. I don't even know what to say. Oh yeah, I do. Today, it's time for some slaughtering in the slaughterhouse. Yeah, a bit off of the mark, but you know, nothing has to make sense. I've come to realize that this is Final Fantasy. If I do complain that nothing makes sense in this game, it's Final freaking Fantasy. But anyway, our next mission, we're going to be heading to the slaughterhouse. As, if you remember from last session, one of the fragments we need to get can only be obtained during the hours. And it looks like I made it just in time too. I remember practicing this and I actually got here a lot earlier than usual. Not something that you want to do. So, what we're going to do is, before we go into the Coliseum, we're going to go talk to our old friend, Velno.
So I tried your latest concoction. It worked well. Better than I was expecting.
That is most gratifying to hear. Then the name was well chosen. Miraculously, the miracle nectar works. I have succeeded, but I cannot rest on my laurels. I shall give you another task that is something of a diversion. In science, sometimes you must step off the path of pure research and hack into the jungle of commerce.
What are you talking about? A diversion? You're starting to lose me with your metaphors.
And everyone
All
else.
research requires expenditures, flasks, Bunsen burners, liability insurance, etc. I need new revenue streams.
You want me to help you make money. Is that right?
Bluntly put, but in essence, yes. Exactly. I want you to be a spokesperson for my latest product.
I'm
This is the
listening.
concoction that you previously tested. I'm rebranding it as the Nectar of the Gods. Catchy, don't you think? It's yours for free, and I can even offer a guarantee.
What do you want me to do with it exactly? You already know it works, so you don't need me to just test it, do you?
I want you to participate in the battle arena. Then, in battle, you must drink the nectar in front of the entire crowd. If all those people see how well it works for you...
Then they'll come flocking to buy their own.
Exactly. They'll see you drink the potion and think that it will make them as beautiful and powerful as you. Oh, how they'll be clamoring to give me their gill.
And it's all for the sake of science, right?
Science? What do you... Ah, yes. Yes, of course, for science. But that goes without saying.
Why do I have a feeling she's trying to hide something? Even if that's what it seems like. But here we have the Nectar of the Gods promotion. For any of those big YouTubers out there, promotion is not always an easy feat. I pretty much guessed that at this point. Well, maybe some, but I don't even know what I'm talking about. Drink the nectar during a Coliseum battle. That's the key. Be sure to add some flair to leave an impression on the audience. In other words, just drink it and win the battle. Simple as that. And regardless, at this point, you should be able to win
You
anything.
again? It seems you can't get the thrill of the arena out of your system. Am I right?
You could say that. And we have a special match. If you think you have what it takes, sign up for the special match. The prize for the winner is a fragment of courage. How fitting. And here we have it. A Zaltis match for the fragment of courage. It's just like the Zaltis Brimstone from the main quest here in Yusnan, don't worry. In fact, you'll be able to defeat this guy in record time compared to other times. But here we go. Of course, 10 minutes of time will be consumed. And, this might actually be the last time we head into the slaughterhouse.
Give them a good show.
Because after this, it's not necessarily required. Unless you want, you know, just make money and stuff like that. Let's go! Zaltis!
I don't plan on losing.
Neither do I. Oh wait, we're the same person. Scratch that. Alright, so first things first. Nope, not that. I've gotten into the habit of pressing the Y button for pausing. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy X lately to get ready for battles. So first things first, just strength this up. The heal a good chunk of your health, plus gives you haste, bravery, and magic if you don't have those already. Now what we need to do, just throw Blizzaras, fly away, look at the damage being dealt. And then just gotta give a single beat down! Let's go! Blizzard away! 1, 2, kaboom! Blood! That's it! That tears it! Oh, you did not try that on me, bro. Come on then. Let's go! Yeah! And a glitter of frost crystals. How magnificent! And just like that, Zaltis goes down. For the count.
Lightning wins the fight! She's queen of the arena! The savior of the slaughterhouse! The goddess of death is celebrating tonight! What a fighter!
Aw, stop. You're gonna make us blush.
That was a fine performance indeed. I'd welcome a star like you any night.
And just like that, fragment of courage. And now we have all 5 of them.
Good day to you!
Don't sneak up on me. What do you want now?
Aren't you worried about Saz? Don't you feel like you've just got to do anything to help him?
I'm concerned if that's what you mean.
There's my savior! Oh, poor old Saz. He hasn't had anything to smile about in forever. I really want to make him happy again. You know, I stop by his house from time to time to check on him.
I don't believe you for a second. As if someone like you would be worried for him.
Ouch, that hurts, you know. I've been working my butt off for him. Do you know how hard it was for me to find that coffer of souls for Saz? What kind of gratitude?
Tell me the truth. Can that thing really help Daj? Saz has put all his hope in that box. It would be cruel if that were a lie.
Oh, so now you don't think I'm cruel?